Gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Seahawks and the Cardinals, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Gun. They'll look to throw. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Haven't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
That good for 22 and a 1st down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The Seahawks at 9-5 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Smith on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. Smith. And that is incomplete.
Ken Walker was his target out of the backfield.
And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
But you look at this defense.
Now, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
13 next. On.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
This is fielded at the 27. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love.
And the Seahawks are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now think you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try to pick it up on 3rd down.
47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Walker with another carry.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
So out now come the Cardinals.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
And coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable for Lockett. A good return there, call it 13 yards.
And they will take over first and 10. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle.
On second down, here's Smith.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
Here's Smith. And it is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing now is Geno. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here's Smith now on second down. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And this one is right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. 2nd and 13. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker and the Seattle offense.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now they're in the hurry up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Smith.
26-yard line.
That is incomplete.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Now Geno.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll set up a throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Lockett. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. On 1st and 10, Smith. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That that play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw.
Smith and Jigba with the grab.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Sunday. On.
Now it's Smith.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
No receivers open, so he was forced to put that one into Puget Sound. That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think the coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
He'll take this to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Smith going to move him around.
Here's Smith to throw on 2nd down. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? From the red zone now, Smith. be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Throwing is Smith. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Smith. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. To throw is Smith. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? From the gun, here's Smith.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown.
A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw.
No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stanley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
Pushes past him. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd down, here's Mostert again.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal.
Spotted at the left hash, this from 45.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
ain't going nowhere.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Cover. Check 58.
Again, it's Walker. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And, boy, here's a sight you don't want to see. Ken Walker injured on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Come on, set. Hey, go flip her up.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7, forthcoming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
On first down, it's Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
No ball.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On second down, here's Smith.
And he's got Smith-Njigba.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Hands it off out of the gun.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The Seahawks on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Geno.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them.
Touchdown! Jackson Smith-Njigba with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Seahawks are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
3rd and 12.
Back to throw here.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Stanley. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Now back to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. They'll drop to throw.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Back to throw again. That is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They'll try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Cardinals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is down to 28-10. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
Check 59, check 59, cover. Check 58.
Throwing now, Smith.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. Now he's into the clear again.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba.
75 yards.
And the Seahawks are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. 2nd and 3. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Stanley. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
To the sideline and incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll look to throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I